Laura to the salon. She was now upset she wasn't there, because if she was there, Caroline had to say what she said behind her back to her face. She would have given her a dirty slap. If she slaps Caroline, I'll slap her back. You can't do that. Oh, you told her what I told you. Yeah, I told her. She told you what told me.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the very second episode of the Real Housewives of Lagos. So every Friday, I think they get to drop these videos, and of course we get to watch it, and I get to bring you the reviews of everything that happened in each of the episodes. Now, this week's episode started with the highlight of everything that happened last week. So remember that last week Rihanna had a birthday for her daughter, and of course she called all her friends to come around for this birthday, and then we saw Laura giving them an attitude at the birthday celebration. So the second episode started with a conversation about Laura's attitude from the first episode. We see Chioma and of course Caroline together. Now these two people are getting along very well, because we see Caroline and Chioma having a yoga session. So Chioma loves yoga, right? And of course Caroline also likes yoga. Is it Caroline or Caroline? Anyone? Caroline, you know, she seems to like yoga too also. So Chioma puts her through some of the yoga activities, and of course we see both of them now talking about the fact that, you know, they didn't like what Laura did at the last event that they had, which was Tiannah's daughter's second birthday. And they were talking about the fact that she was just sipping her drink and she was looking at her phone, and they didn't really like it. Now, just to give you a hint of what happened to Laura at the first episode. Now, Laura didn't like the fact that Caroline was present at Tiannah's event. And why was that? Tiannah had already told Laura that herself and Caroline had issues and they weren't talking. So Laura shows up at Tiannah's event and finds Caroline and Tiannah talking, and it seems like both of them may have an issue at all. So Laura is like, why would Tiannah bring me to her party? And then I find herself, Caroline, and Tiannah talking like they didn't have a problem. So this time around, we see Laura in Tiannah's office. So Laura wants to probably get an outfit or something. And then Tiannah uses that opportunity to ask Laura, why were you being an ass right there at the event of my daughter?
My attitude at the event. Why do you act like a witch? What they close yet? I know. It was very deliberate.
And then we hear Laura talking about the fact that it was intentional, because I think that she didn't just like what she saw between Caroline and Tiannah. So personally for me, I think that Laura should have also hit the nail on the head. Is she scared of Tiannah? I don't think so, because Laura and Tiannah are very good friends. So I think that Laura should have just told Tiannah right there and then, why did you bring Caroline to your event? But I don't think she has the guts to even tell Tiannah why she brought Caroline to her event. So if you remember from the first episode, Iyabo had already said, you know what, I want to take the girls out. I want to take the girls out on a private beach cruise, right? So she asks everybody to come along, and Laura says she's not coming, right? Laura just put up an attitude from the first episode. So Tiannah is trying to beg Laura here and say, you know what, Laura, I need you to please come for this event. Come along, okay? You know, you're my friend. Even if you're not cool with every other person on the team, you're my guy. Come around for this beach cruise, and of course you have fun. And then Laura tells Tiannah that, you know what, I will try and come because of you. And so it is now time for the beach hangouts that Iyabo was planning for the girls. So we see Tiannah show up at, you know, Iyabo's house. Iyabo calls Tiannah, and Tiannah's like, I'm in front of your house. And then boom, I love what Iyabo did. Iyabo is a person of detail. I know Iyabo as a person. I didn't necessarily have a personal relationship with her, but of course, like when we see, we recognize the fact that we're industry persons. But this reality show just showed me that she's a person of details. I want to be sure that she's a person of details, and it's not like the directing of this show is what made her look like she's a person of details. Because from what I saw here, she really planned this outing properly. I mean, she got a boss for the girls to go out. She got a bus for all of them. She didn't want everybody to just drive to the jetty, pack your cars, and let's go. She got a fantastic bus that went around to pick the girls from their houses. And so we saw Tiannah and Iyabo leave Iyabo's house together in the bus. And then Tiannah decides to call Laura. Laura, what's up? You had already said you would try to come because of me. Where are you? Let's come and pick you. And Laura's like, oh, is it today?
Where? It's a joke. Where? The beach. It's not season today. You're mad.
And this brings me to the conclusion that Laura knew she wasn't really going to go for this outing. Why she didn't want to go, I don't know, but I think that she probably is trying to avoid trouble. But Tiannah's begged you and has appealed to you. And if you feel like, you know, this carcass of friendship is something you really want to get into, because next episode I now see her in the, you know, in the gathering again, another gathering they had, and I'm wondering, why did you avoid this one? it's a reality show, but of course, there's a part of real life in all of this. So she decides not to come. And so the boss goes around, picks Chioma or picks some Caroline, then picks Chioma, and boom, they head straight to the jetty, and this girls head straight to the beach house. And this outing was nothing short of class. Now for me personally, I loved the beach house. It was absolutely good. I mean, the aesthetic, it felt like it had a bit of a vintage vibe. It had a bit of an African vibe, right? You literally wouldn't even think that this beach house is in the country, Nigeria. I know we have fantastic beach houses, trust me, right? But this one that I saw, you probably think it was in Tanzania or something. In fact, the ladies were like, you know, they don't even have to go to the Maldives to go and hang out. They would rather come to this place. So Iyabo did a very fantastic job by picking a beach house that was really good. And the ladies were super excited. They were really ecstatic about it. And then everybody settled into their rooms. And at night, they have this dinner that Iyabo has already planned out for the four of them to come and have dinner and probably have a few conversations. And trust me, all the ladies came out looking stunning. Personally, for me, somebody who stood out in that whatever they had, that dinner they had, was Chioma. And I think, what's her name? Caroline also came out looking really gorgeous. Caroline came out looking like a MILF, trust me, man. But of course, they all came out looking really, really gorgeous. And then the food was good, and Iyabo asked a question. What is that thing, that one thing that you've heard that has been said to you on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is? What's that crazy thing that people have told you on social media? And then Caroline answers and says, you know what, a lot of people come out and say, you know, I married my ex-husband because of his money, and, you know, and that she really didn't know his worth even before they got married. And I'm like, really?
Best thing ever is to say that I got married for money when I actually didn't even know this man's worth.
So now I'm wondering that really, why wouldn't you even know the worth of the person you're in a relationship with? I mean, it's the Danjumers, they're billionaires. So you're coming to tell us right now, you want us to believe that you didn't know this guy was worth whatever he is worth before you got married to him? With the ideology that you paint to us right now on this show that, you know what, you cannot be with somebody who's not a billionaire. I am sure you have done an underground check on this person to know that he's a billionaire. And trust me, if Caroline really likes money, one of the reasons why she probably got married to this guy, from everything she's told us on the show, is because he really has money. Now, I think that Laura not coming for this outing was a plus to the outing, because I feel like there would have been bad energy, negative vibes from the onset of them getting into the bus. So the fact that Laura didn't show up for this outing, I personally, while I was watching it, you know, I felt good that Laura didn't come. I mean, while they were right there at the beach at night, after the whole dinner, whatever, they decided to, you know, get into the pool and swim and all of that. And trust me, Iyabo doesn't know how to swim. I mean, nobody gets paid for knowing how to swim except you're a professional swimmer. So while they were there, right, we also saw the fact that, you know, Laura was back in our own house also swimming. I don't know if it was the second day or whatever it was, but we saw the fact that Laura was in our own house swimming, and Laura was saying that she really liked the fact that she did not come for that outing. And so the following day they had brunch. What is brunch? Somebody might ask me, what is brunch? Brunch is the meal you have maybe from 12-1, because brunch is breakfast and lunch is lunch. So if you remove the BR from breakfast and you remove the UNCH from lunch, UNCH, and put it together, it becomes brunch. So brunch is the meal you have maybe from 12-1, I think. Nutritionists can let us know. All right, so they had brunch and they were all looking gorgeous and amazing. So as soon as they were done having brunch, they had this dance session because Chioma said she wanted to dance, right? So they had this dance session and they had this dance instructor. They didn't show us our face. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't pay her for her face to be shown. I don't know. But of course, they had this dance instructor who now told them that the kind of dance they were going to have was a touchy dance. Now, this touchy dance means it was an erotic dance. They literally were going to touch themselves, like not somebody touching the other person. I mean, you dance and you go all, you ladies know the way you dance yourselves, right? And that was the kind of dance they had. And of course, one after the other, they came out to show their dance moves, their strip moves and all of that. And I think that they all did fantastically well. And after all of that, they now went back into their, whatever they were, they went back to the poolside. They decided to be, you know, around the poolside. And then they had this game they were playing. This game, it was fun, nothing too serious, just asking somebody a question and the other person answers, and it was all fun. And I was expecting there was going to be a little bit of fight, but in the long run, there was no fight, because I feel that if somebody had asked one stupid question that had to do with somebody's personal life, well, the person that would have spoiled it really too was not there, Laura. And then as detailed as Iyabo would be, she gave them gifts. She just wanted the outing to be memorable for them. And the lady was super excited. She gave them, you know, takeaway packs. And I'm sure they didn't show us the content of the packs, but I'm sure it must have been something worth it and worthwhile and worth their while they left their businesses at home to come hang out with Iyabo. And so it was all fun. And then they showed us what to expect in the 3rd episode.
Laura to the salon, she was now upset she wasn't there, because if she was there, Caroline had to say what she said behind her back to her face. She could have given her a dirty slap. If she slaps Caroline, I'll slap her back. You can't do that.
Oh, you told her what I told you? Yeah, I told her. She told you what you
My head is going like this.
I felt like you filter that part. I would never.
I don't owe you any loyalty to filter anything I have to say.
I've taken you so much and you have the effort into me. You want to slap me? I will kill you people. Caroline, I'm not scared of you.
Tell me what you think about Laura not being at the beach outing in this 2nd episode. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells, and guess what? You get notified whenever I post a video. Go on social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and of course on TikTok, and follow me at Olufemi Daniel. Until next time I come with you very soon, it's bye for now.